Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, this is our second session for AP, GP and HP. In the previous session, we discussed the basic definitions, concepts, formulae of AP, GP and HP. In this session, we are going to take some basic and very basic problems based on AP, GP and HP. Okay, so let's begin this session and just do revise this the previous session before you come for this session. You should be ready with all the formulae and concepts. Okay. Now let's see this question. The next term of the sequence. Now this is you can see the difference between first and second term is 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4. So next term should be difference between 11 and the next term should be 5, right? So that's 16. It's neither AP nor GP, not even HP. Okay, the next term will be 16. Now this one, even in this case we have to find out the next term. So here we can see the difference is 4, then 6, then 8. So next must be 10. So 20 plus 10, 30. Okay. Now the 10th term of this sequence, it's a root 3, root 12, root 27. So I can write it root 3. 12 is 4 into 3, so it's 2 root 3, then it is 3 root 3 and so on, right? So precisely it's 1 root 3, 2 root 3, 3 root 3, so the 10th term will be 10 root 3, right? So if 10 gets into the square root, it will be 3 into 100, or I can say a root 300, right? As simple as that. In this case, we have to find out the next term. Here you can see 3, 5, 9, 7. So difference is 2, then 4, then 8. So the next difference must be 16. So it must be 33. Then 2, 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 2s are 32. Okay. Now this question, if A1 is equal to A2 is equal to 2 and AN is AN minus 1 minus 1. For n is greater than 2, then A5 is equal to. Now that's pretty simple. AN minus 1 is equal to AN plus 1. Okay, so that means, or we can say AN minus 1 minus AN is equal to 1. That means the difference between two consecutive terms is 1. And this is true for n is greater than 2. Up to n is equal to 2, both the terms A1 and A2, both of them are 2, right? And you can see the next term is smaller than the previous term, right? Because AN minus 1 is the previous term, AN is the next term. So previous term is greater than next term, right? So basically it is A1, this is A2, this is A3, this is A4, this is A5. Okay, pretty simple. Or what you can do is you can find out A3 is equal to A2 minus 1. Now A2 is what? 2. So A3 is equal to 2 minus 1, that is 1. Okay, so this way also you can go, but that will be lengthier method. So you can directly write down the terms. If you know that the difference between two consecutive terms is 1 and it is the series that is in decreasing, that is a decreasing series you can say. So easily you can find out the fifth term. Now see this, if ABC are in AP, then A minus B by B minus C equals. So what you can do is you just choose the comfortable values of ABC instead of doing so much of calculation. I take the three terms which are in AP is say 3, 5 and 7, right? Now A minus B is what? 3 minus 5, that is minus 2. B minus C is what? Minus 2. So that's actually 1. Okay, so that's A by A. And why it is happening, you know? A minus B is the difference between two consecutive terms, so definitely it will be the common difference, that is D, and B minus C is also the difference between two consecutive terms, so that's D, right? So both of them are same. If the series is increasing, the common difference will be positive. If the series is decreasing, the common difference will be negative. But in both the cases, if series is increasing, it will be positive D and it will be also positive D. I'm sorry, in case of increasing series, both of them will be positive, yeah, and in case of decreasing, both of them will be negative. So finally it will be 1 only. So 1 we can get from A by A. Okay. Now this one, A, B, C, D, E, F are in AP, then E minus C is equal to. Now A, B, C, D are in AP, that means common difference between two consecutive terms will be same. So we have to find out the difference between C and E. And here what I do is I assume it to be an increasing AP, right? That means the next terms are bigger than the previous term, right? So E minus C is actually getting a positive value, right? And E and C alternate terms. Now we have to see the alternate terms over here. C and A alternate terms, right? And C is greater than A. So E minus C will be equal to C minus A only, not 2. Okay. So that's wrong. Similarly, F and D, the difference between F and D is same between E and C, but it's 2 F and D, so it's wrong. Now D minus C, the D and C consecutive terms. So the difference between D and C, if doubled, it will be equal to E minus C. So this is wrong. This is the correct answer. So that is one way. Or what you can do is you can assume the common difference to be P, right? So A, then B will be A plus P, A plus 2P, this is C, then A plus 3P and A plus 4P. Now E minus C is what? 2P, right? And D minus C is what? P. So if it is doubled, it will be 2P, same as this. Okay, so this way, any way you can go. Now let's see this question. If A, B, C are in AP, then this are in. So what we can do is we just take the simple values of ABC, but never ever take the values as 1, 2, because in that case what happens, 1 doesn't put any impact on these calculations. Suppose if you take A as 1, so this and this, both of them will be same, right? So do not take A as 1, just take some other comfortable value. Suppose I take maybe 3, 5 and 7, right? So A by BC is 3 upon 35, 1 by C is 1 upon 7, and 1 by B is 1 upon 5. Now let's see whether these three terms are in AP, GP, HP or none of these. If these three terms are in AP, then if we add both of them, it will be 3 by 35 plus 7 by 35, right? So 3 plus 7, 10 by 35, that is 2 by 7, right? So here this plus this by 2 is this, right? That means these three terms are in arithmetic progression. This is suppose P, this is Q, this is R. Here Q is equal to P plus R by 2. That means P, Q are in AP. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Now see this, the nth term of this sequence. When we have this sort of questions, you don't have to go for any sort of paperwork. Just listen to me carefully. See, nth term is given among the options. Maybe it is A, B and C, right? So if you put n is equal to 1, you'll be getting the first term. If you put n is equal to 2, you'll be getting the second term. If you put n is equal to 3, then you'll be getting the third term, right? So just check the option where you get n is equal to 1 as 2. So that's the first one is wrong. If you put n is equal to 1, you'll be getting 5. If you put n is equal to 1 over here, it will be 2, right? And if you put n is equal to 2, then you'll be getting 5. But if you put n is equal to 3, you'll be getting 10 over here. So that's wrong, right? Here n is equal to 1, you are getting 2. N is equal to 2, you are getting 5. N is equal to 3, you are getting 8. So this is the correct one. Okay, so that's pretty simple. And apart from that, you can see this difference is 3, this difference is 3. That means it is an arithmetic progression. So for any arithmetic progression, nth term is A plus n minus 1 D. So here A is 2, n minus 1 and D is 3 over here. So it's 2 plus 3n minus 3. So we can say 3n plus 3n minus 1. So this is the correct choice. So anyways, you can go. You can go by options, or you can manually find out the nth term. Anyways. Now let's see this problem. The first, second and the last term of an AP is AB and 2A, the number of terms in the AP. That's pretty simple. This is actually first term, second term, and this is nth term. So nth term is equal to 2A is equal to first term plus n minus 1 into common difference. So common difference over here is B minus A. Right? So you have to find out the value of n. That's it. So 2A minus A is equal to A is equal to NB minus B minus AN plus A. So N B minus A is equal to B. So N is equal to B upon B minus A. As simple as that. Okay. Now see this problem. The sum of the series up to 9 terms. First of all, we have to find out whether it is AP, GP, HP or something else. So let's see. The first term plus third term, that is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6, that will give us 3 by 6 plus 1 by 6, that is 4 by 6, that is 2 by 3. So first term plus third term divided by 2 is the second term. So these three terms are in AP, right? That means this is an arithmetic progression. Now we can use the sum of the formula for sum of 9 terms. So S9 is equal to 2A plus 9 minus 1 into D. D will be the difference between two consecutive terms, so that will be 1 by 6. And since this is a decreasing arithmetic progression, so difference will be actually minus 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 and here we'll put minus 1. So that's 2A plus n minus 1 D into n by 2, right? So into n by 2, that means 9 by 2. So it is 1 minus 9 minus 1 is 8, 8 by 6, that is 4 by 3 into 9 by 2. So 4 by 3, 1 minus 4 by 3 minus 1 by 3 into 9 by 2. So it is minus 3 by 2. Okay. Now see this. The fourth term of an AP is 4. Then sum of the first n terms is. Fourth term is 4. Fourth term, that is A plus 3D is equal to 4. Now we have to find out the sum of first 7 terms. So sum of 7 terms will be 7 by 2, 2A plus 6D, right? So A plus 3D is 4. So 2A plus 6D, that is double of this, will be 8. So it is 28. Okay. Now this problem, 1 plus 6 plus 11 till x is equal to 148. Then we have to find out the value of x, right? Now 6 difference is 5, 6, 11 difference is 5. That means it is an arithmetic progression with common difference 5. So D is equal to 5 and A is equal to 1. And sum of the sequence is 148. And we don't know the number of terms. So first of all, we find out the number of terms. So sum is equal to n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So that is 5 over here, right? So 148 is equal to n by 2. It's 2 plus 5n minus 5. So it is precisely 5n minus 3. Now by simplifying this, we can get a quadratic equation, that is 5n square minus 3n minus 296 is equal to 0. Now you have to solve this quadratic equation and you have to get the value of n. Then when you get the value of n, then you can get the value of x, but that will be really tedious and lengthy method. So what you can do is you can just get an idea from the options, right? Now how do we get that idea? Now since this is an arithmetic progression and it is an incremental series, that is 1, 6, 11 and so on, right? And we have to find out the value of x. Okay, now x cannot be 8 because 8 is less than 11 and the series is incremental, so x cannot be 8, right? Now x can be 36, 30 or none of these. Now we have to go for the cross verification. What I assume is x is say 36, right? So 1 plus 6 plus 11 till 36, the sum is 148. So I just try to find out whether 36 is a part of this series or not. So 36 I assume to be nth term. So 36 is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 into 5, right? So that is 35 by 5, n is equal to 8. 36 is definitely a part of this sequence and it is actually 8th term. 36 is 8th term, right? Now difference between 30 and 36 is 6. So if 36 is the like a term in this sequence, then 30 cannot be, right? Because the difference between two consecutive terms is 5 and difference over here is 6, right? So 36 can be the correct answer, but what we have to do is we have to further go for a verification that from 1 to 36 the sum is 148 or not. Now we have already found that 36 is the 8th term. So sum till 8th term will be n by 2, that is 4, 2a plus 7, that is n minus 1 into t, that is 5. 7 into 5, 35 plus 2, 37 into 4 is 148, right? So this way you can cross verify. I hope you are getting this method. That's really important to save time. Okay, just get an around idea and do that problem in small amount of time. Okay, so 36 is the correct choice. Now the number of numbers between 105 and 1000 which are divisible by 7. Okay, so number between 105 and 1000. 105 itself is divisible by 7. The next number is 112. Since we have to find out the numbers between this, so 105 and 1000, both of them will not be included. So the first number is 112. And the last number that is divisible by 1000, that is divisible by 7 below 1000 will be, just try to get the remainder if this number is divided by 7. Six is the remainder, so the last number must be 994, that is divisible by 7. Okay, now we have to find out how many numbers are there in this sequence, right? So the first number is 112 plus n minus 1 into d is 7. The difference between two consecutive multiples of 7 will be 7 obviously, and that is 994, right? So n minus 1 is equal to 994 minus 112 by 7. Okay, so n is equal to 127. Okay, now sum of all two-digit odd number. The first two-digit odd number is 11 and the last is 99. Now difference between two consecutive numbers is 2 obviously, because we have to find out odd numbers, right? So we have to find out sum. How many numbers are here? Simply you can find out 99 is equal to 11 plus n minus 1 into 2. So that's 88 by 2, 44. So n is equal to 45. Right? So there will be 45 numbers. Obviously, two-digit odd numbers will be 45 and 45 even numbers. In all, there are 92-digit numbers. 45 of them are even, 45 of them are odd. Okay, so we have to find out the sum of 45 numbers. So 45 by 2, a plus l you can use, right? So 11 plus 99, it's 110. So 45 into 55. So 45 into 55, unit digit of your answer must be 5. So this is cancelled, this is cancelled. Then your answer must be multiple of 9 and multiple of 11 both as well, right? So I just see this is multiple of 9 and 9 plus 5, 14 minus 4, that is 10. So this number is not multiple of 11. So we are left with this. So that's the correct choice. Okay. Apart from that, this number is in 50s and this is in 40s. So product of these two number cannot exceed 3000, right? And this number is actually much more than 3000, right? So your answer should be definitely below 3000. If at all we take it as around 50 and we approximate it to higher side, it's 60. So at max your answer will be 3000 by this multiplication, right? Not exactly. I'm just trying to get you the idea. How do we eliminate the option, right? So this is definitely incorrect. This is correct. Okay. Now in an AP, S3 is equal to 6 and S6 is equal to 3, then its common difference is equal to. We have done one problem that pth term is q and qth term is p. In that case we got the common differences -1. So that is the same similar problem over here. Sum till third is 6 and sum till 6 digit is 3. So sum till 3 number terms is 6. So 3 by 2, 2a plus 2d is equal, that is 2a plus n minus 1 d is equal to 6, right? Sum of first 3 terms, then sum of first 6 terms, 6 by 2, 2a plus 5d is equal to 3. So we have to find out the value of d over here. So that's 3 2s are 6, and this is actually 3 and 3 and 3 is cancelled. So 2a plus 2d is equal to 4 and 2a plus 5d is equal to 1. So we deduct this equation from this equation. So 5d minus 2d, that is 3d, is equal to 1 minus 4, that's minus 3. So d is equal to minus 1. Okay, so that's pretty simple. So friends, in the next session we'll be taking more problems based on AP, GP and HP. Do revise this session in the previous one. I'll see you in the next session once again. Bye bye.